Think you need to spend a lot of money to get a nice landing page to grow your email list? In this video, I'll tell you how you can get a domain, hosting, and build a free landing page. I'm Mandy from Devoted Markets, and for the best online business growth advice, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a video each week. As a professional web developer, I've seen so many clients who have purchased really expensive subscriptions to be able to have funnels and landing pages, and they spend thousands of dollars on professional websites when I really don't think that that's necessary. I want to show you how you can build a beautiful and converting landing page, get hosting and your domain, but most importantly, build that landing page for free. So I'm sure you've heard about tons of programs like ClickFunnels, Lead Pages, and Aweber. These are all really expensive subscription-based programs that do essentially the same thing that I'm going to show you how to do. In my business, I'm always trying to find the most cost-effective solution for my clients and their online problems. With this strategy, I'm going to show you 7 steps on how you can build your own converting landing page, and we're going to tie it right into your Mailchimp. All we need is 2 free plugins, and I'm going to show you how we do that now. While we're talking about building our landing page, I'm not sure if you've given any thought to what your actual opt-in is going to be, but if you need some ideas, I highly recommend that you watch the video right here where I cover 9 opt-in ideas to create your own freebie for your landing page. Step 1, we need to get a domain. I highly recommend that you go with Bluehost. Not that I'm an affiliate, it's just who I work with and I really enjoy the service that I get. Secondly, we're going to want to get hosting. So again, to go with Bluehost, you're able to get your domain and your hosting in the same place. It's so beneficial to keep both services in the same place because it's easier in communicating and get everything to flow together. Another reason that I highly recommend that you get your hosting and your domain through Bluehost is that they're affiliated with WordPress. So once you've purchased your hosting, they're actually going to set up your domain on WordPress. So you don't have to go through that headache. It's another simple step for you. So right there, that's step 3. One more thing before we go any further, I wanted to make sure if you already happen to have a domain, you are able to use Bluehost hosting anyways and just move your domain over. But we can go over that in a different video if you'd like. If you want to comment below to let me know if you already have a domain and you need instructions on how to connect it to Bluehost hosting, just let me know. Now that you have your WordPress set up, we're going to log in and it's going to bring you to this dashboard. Our next step is to add 2 free plugins, and this is going to make it really easy for you. So you just go over to the left here and add new. And we'll just add both plugins right away to make it really quick and simple for you. The first one we're going to add is Elementor. And this makes your WordPress drag and drop as if you were using something like Wix or like the GoDaddy builder. It's really easy and kind of intuitive to use in comparison to the regular WordPress format. So now that we've selected this and we activate it, this also has a pro version, but it's not really necessary if you're just trying to build a simple landing page. And we want to go back into add new again. And we're going to type in, this time we're looking for easy forms for Mailchimp. So there we see it, easy forms for Mailchimp right there. We're going to hit install, activate. And now that's going to show up at the bottom of the list on the far left. So I'll just see it over here. So here it is. So now what we have to do is step 5, which is to add our Mailchimp. So we're going to go and set up an account really quickly here. So I'm just going to type in Mailchimp and I'll just walk you quickly through the process of setting up an account. Go over to the top right and sign up for free. And we're going to type in our email address. And then we're going to give it a landing page name. And then we're going to give a password. So now everything's all set. I'm just going to go and check our email quickly. Now we're going to hop over to our email and we're going to get the verification code. Which is activate your account. And then you need to confirm that you're not a robot. And here we want to make sure that we're on the free plan, which is normally the default, and you have up to 2,000 contacts for this, which is really great, and 10,000 emails. It's going to take you a while to get there, so it really helps you to build your business. This is a great starting stage. So you just hit complete, And now we're going to set up the account. So we're going to make it your name. So I'll just put my name in. So I'm going to say no to not having a website. Put in my address. And then continue. And then here's asking if I have any contacts. If you do, you are able to import them, but for the sake of this and just going through it quickly, I'm going to say no, I don't have any contacts I want to add. And I'm just going to skip this part. And then this is if you want to join any of their newsletters. So we're going to skip that. And there we go. So now that's it. Our Mailchimp is all set up, and we're going to need what they call an API key to be able to connect Mailchimp and our WordPress. So we want to be able to have people go through our WordPress landing page, and when they click that subscribe or submit button, we want them to be able to go to this list automatically so we can send emails directly later. This is how you build your email list. So over here, you're going to see where your name is. There's usually a symbol for the first letter of your name, and then you go down to accounts, and then you're going to see extras, which is a drop down. So we click that, and API keys. So once you select that, you're going to have a new page. So you scroll down, and there's a little picture of an egg, so you don't have any yet. Then you're going to hit create a key. We're going to click that, and there you have it. There's a new key. And you are able to label them if you want to. You just click here. So you can label it if you want to, just to keep things sorted, because you're able to have different API keys. But right now we're just going to go through the basic setup process. So we're going to highlight it. We're going to copy it. Then we're going to go back to our page that we're building here. So I can close out of that. Once you have uploaded those two plugins, you set up your Mailchimp. If you already have it set up, you can just go to that accounts under extras, and then select API key, create API key, and then you highlight it and bring it over. So now we can scroll all the way to the bottom when you're back into your WordPress dashboard, and you click opt-in, or sorry, you go to settings, because we got to put that code in. So once you hit settings, we're just going to paste the code right into Mailchimp API key. So now we want to save changes. And so that's been saved. And now we want to go back to the easy forms over here on the left. And this time we want to hit opt-in forms. So right now you can see there's no forms. And over here on the far right, create a new form. So I'm just going to call it free opt-in. And then we're going to hit create. And now we're able to scroll down to the page here, and you're going to see the form builder as well as the form fields. So all we need is to capture people's emails, and we need to capture their names. So we're going to highlight the names and highlight the emails, and then add to the form builder over here. And I like to check the order because I always like to have the name first. And so those are the things that we need. So we're going to update the form, and then across the top here, you're going to see form builder and form settings. So we're going to select the form settings, and you're able to scroll down a little bit and see the submit button. So here you're going to be able to add anything you want. So we are going to create a landing page for a free opt-in, which is going to be a downloadable PDF guide. So we're going to put download now, because we just want it to be a call to action. Great. So now everything's all ready to go. So you'll notice, so just before we leave here, you're going to notice on the far right where it says the form settings, you'll see shortcode. So I'm going to get you to highlight that. So we're just going to copy and paste it, or sorry, copy it. And then we're going to go all the way to the left side. And here we're going to go to pages and add new. So let's leave the idea of the Mailchimp alone for a second, because here we're going to focus on building out the landing page before you have to get anyone connected there. So right now we're going to just create a name for our landing page, and no one is really going to see this except for it's going to pop up usually in the URL at the top, and it'll be easier for you to see when you're building out pages and keeping things separate. So let's call this free guide. Then we're going to hit the button at the top that says edit in Elementor, and that way we're going to be able to go through the plugin to actually build this. So right now there's 4 components that make up the screen that you see. Over here on the far left, this is the whole list of what they call widgets, and these are the different things we're able to drag into the screen and be able to actually build out the website. You are able to edit most elements and really customize it for the way you want it to look. The top part here where it says youtube.devotemarkets.com, this is what you would call your header. And we can make this pop up on every single page that we build. Sometimes with landing pages, they don't even have them at all, so we can just easily remove it. And down here is the footer, this black part, and we can also remove that as well if we don't want this landing page to connect anything. And here in the center where you see this plus in this file, this is where we're going to actually build the website. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to build something really simple just so you can get the idea. But you just hit the plus, and then we just want to have one big main text box. We don't want to break it out. That's all these are, is if you want to have different ones that you can build into, but we want just one. And then we want to press this button here where there's 9 little boxes over here on the left, and that's going to bring back this whole list. So anytime you go in and edit something, you're able to just click on that box and it'll bring you back to this list. So the first thing we want to do is create a heading. So this is large text and is usually the title of something. So here I'm able to edit what the text says. So this is going to be for a social media guide that I actually have created. So a 15 must-have free social media tools. Then I'm going to center it. And here, when I hit style, I'm able to change the color. And now I can even change the text. So I want to change the font. Make it Georgia. And then I'm able to increase the size. And I'm also able to decorate it a little bit. I can change the weight of it and just do different things. So it's worthwhile to look through, but there's tons of videos out there really showing you the ins and outs of editing very specific components within Elementor if that's something you're looking for. That's a reason that I definitely love working with Elementor. Is just anything that I need to learn, I'm able to just YouTube it, find a great video, and kind of work through the process. So the next step is going to advanced. So we are able to create extra space between the top of the website and the text. And we're able to do that through the margins and the padding. So this little gray section means that everything is connected. So if I change this right now, they're going to add white space around everything. But if I unlock it, which I like to do, just want to add more space. So we're going to just add 30 pixels, and then we're going to add 20 pixels at the bottom. And so now I have a little bit of extra space. So when I add that next element, there's automatically going to be space between them. So our next thing is that we're going to want to add a photo so people can see what the cover looks like. So I hit this 9 little box thing again, and image. So I want to add an image. So I'm just going to slide this over, and then you just go back over to your left, you click on it, and then you're able to upload a photo. And so I actually have one on my desktop. And so this image that I'm uploading I actually created in Canva. So it's really great if you want to create nice graphics and stuff for your website. You're able to do so just by going through Canva, which is free. So I find this a bit large, so I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller, and just by pressing image size, and then it's preset. You can also change the alignment and things like that. And then there's styling, where you're able to change the radius, which would be the corners of your picture, you're able to change. And you can add a border as well if you'd like. So I'll just show you a quick little border. So it says border type, solid. We're going to click black again, and then we're going to add the size of the border. So now we have a border. We can also add some animations if you really wanted to get fancy. So we're going to make it grow when you hover over the picture. So now it has a little bit of animation and it looks fancy. Okay. So our next step is that we want to add some text to just explain what this tool is about. So I'm going to take this text box and I'm just going to slide it under where it's blue and highlight it. And I'm going to actually just copy paste what's here, because I'm making a nice little paragraph. Maybe we'll do it again. There. So now we have a paragraph, and it is not looking so great just like that. So we're going to hit style and we're going to center it, and we're going to change the color to black so that way it stands out a little bit more. And then we can also change the font, and we can change the size, make it 20, and we can also change the weight. So we're gonna make it, we're gonna make it 600. It's gonna make it a little bit darker, so that makes it too big. Oops. There. So that looks a lot better. So it's a nice little look. And if you want to, there's a little arrow here. You can click that, and this is going to show you a little bit of what your website's going to look like when you have it on your full screen. Okay, so now we're at the part where we need to insert our form so that way we can connect people to our Mailchimp mailing list. So like we did before, we now need to enter our short code. So at the top on the left, you'll see a section where we can search widget. We're just going to write in short code, and you can see it right away popping up, and you're just going to drag that element over, and it's going to ask for a code right here. Okay, so now I'm just going to add that code that we originally found, and you're going to see that our code is going to, or sorry, our opt-in is going to pop up just here at the bottom. So what's really cool about this is there's a, down at the very bottom on the left side, you're going to see responsive mode. So you click on that, and we're able to show what this is going to look like on a tablet as well as a mobile phone. So it gives you an idea so that way you can customize it for everyone. But what we want to do right now is I want to show you what this looks like on a website. So preview changes. So we're able to click the preview changes button, and a new screen is going to open, and this is going to show us essentially what our website is going to look like. So right now it shows the edit form here, but it's only because you're looking at it. But when someone else looks at it in a different window, they're not going to see that part. But this is essentially the basics of what you're looking for. You're going to have your heading, you're going to have your picture of your downloadable opt-in, as well as the description of your opt-in and telling them why they should have it, and then a place for you to have them sign up. And this is already connected to your Mailchimp, so it was really simple steps. So that was step 7. So we're all done. Now we're going to go back here, and we're going to hit publish. There, so now your website's all good to go. And I think I just want to show you one more thing before we go. I want to remove the header and the footer. Disable main header. There's a button here on the side. And disable main footer. So when I do that, I should be able to hit the preview button up top. I just want to confirm that that's the right thing to do. It's still showing. There, perfect. So when you disable the main header and the main footer and then you hit update, then you're able to just view everything and it's all ready to go. Your opt-in is all done. Awesome. So now your opt-in is all finished, and you're going to be able to start collecting emails right away by sharing your URL. Now that we've finished our 7 steps, I want to invite you to come to our next video where we're going to cover how to attach your freebie to your actual Mailchimp so you can deliver it to your audience. If you'd like to join a community of like-minded entrepreneurs wanting to grow their business online, I have a private group teaching entrepreneurs how to solidify their business and gain growth and momentum online. The link is in the description below. I'm Mandy from Devoted Markets, and thanks for watching.